maybe you could answer this one as the last question. If you could go back and speak to 23-year-old Danielle, what would you say to her before getting that procedure?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it was definitely part of my journey, but I can also say to her that there is no breast size that is going to change who she is as a soul and how she shows up in the world. And I get it. Like, it was fun filling out dresses more. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
But I also believe that if someone is coming from that space of like, I deeply love myself and I have no breast tissue and I would like to have more, then that's a different energy than I hate myself and I'm going to do this because I think I'm going to look better. Right. So it shows up, but I have compassion for the 23-year-old self. Like, I've talked so much with her already before my surgery. So we're good now.
Yeah. No, a wonderful message. And I completely agree. Sometimes it's more about really getting in touch with yourself before you make a decision.
Yeah.
I've always said, listen, smoking is not good for you also, but I've known people that truly found joy in smoking and live very long. It's one of those like conundrums of life. Like, if you do something with joy and love in your heart, even if it's really negative for you, it's still better. Most of us, would smoke, I would say, because you're stressed, because you want to like get away from something or whatever it is. But I had a few family members that lived very long lives and smoked, and others that didn't. Right. So. Right.
And different constitutions. And I also have to say, family members, if they're older, there wasn't as many chemicals in our food now. So the bodies are totally different now. This is why every child is sick and has, all these things. And I mean, they weren't getting 76 vaccines. They were getting 8, like I think I got 10 my whole life, now they're 76, it's just like, it's a very different energy. And the last thing this is what I was going to summarize.
Yes.
You asked about putting an object in our body if it wasn't dangerous. And we talked about, the people still have screws and hip replacements and all whatnot. These things, this is where the beauty of science is, to help people. But it's still different putting that in if someone can't walk than putting in something for your breasts, right? So let's take a chance if we have to put in a screw in someone's back so that they can live versus putting it in to give you bigger tits. Right?
Yeah. So emergency versus elective, almost in a sense, you could say, right? Survival versus complete just choice to do something. Yeah. A very different one. And again, I think we both put this out there that everyone has the choice of what to do.
Absolutely.
But you want to be informed. Informed consent is so big. And I didn't even know when I looked at your IG post how many chemicals were inside breast implants. And they're just going to get in the body. That was shocking to me. That isn't common knowledge. Yeah.
No, and it just becomes so normal. It's like, I have still so many girlfriends that have them. I don't treat them differently. I don't say, they know my story and they know that I love them just as much. And I've said, if and when you're ready to get them out, I'll be here for you. But if not, I still love you just as much. Like, it's their journey. It's not, so I'm not here to judge what anyone does with their body. But again, we need information because we didn't know. And it just comes down to, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because it's not supposed to be there. And that's just what it comes down to.